Come here. Come here. I saw something that really pissed me off the other day. So I really like Jujimufu. I'm a big fan of his and I have been for years. But I saw a video the other day of him doing a skill known as ring support. And I just can't let it slide what I saw. So the context of it was they were doing ring support and this is how it looked. Now, we have some issues here. Don't have an issue with Jujimufu. Have an issue with how this skill was shown to nearly 100,000 people with no kind of explanation that it wasn't being performed properly. Why do I think it wasn't being performed properly? Well, in my opinion, through my gymnastics training, support position, ring support position, is arms locked, shoulders pressed down, wrists above the rings, and hands turned out. This is full range of motion for ring support. What I mean by that, this is the full range that our arms are got. This is the top of that position. The biceps have gone through their complete range of motion in extension. Turning the rings out in ring support is what achieves that. Ring support is one of those exercises that you'll come across as one of the initial exercises you'll come to once you realize bodyweight training is more than push-ups and pull-ups and sit-ups and things like that. Ring support is when you've realized that there's a whole component to bodyweight training. What it's really about is gymnastics, strength training, and ring support is one of those entry-level exercises or positions. Ring support also, by getting that full position, is developing tendon strength. And tendon strength is a huge component to gymnastics strength. It's more than just about hypertrophy and building muscles. It becomes about the connective tissue, tendons, and ligaments. So to perform the ring support properly is we're pushing up, we're locking the arms, we're pushing the shoulders down, they're not bunched up at our ears, and then we're turning the rings out. The last little detail, which I'm guilty of, have been for a while, is get a shot of my wrists. See how the wrists are kind of bent, kind of relaxed? We want to get them over the ring. You can see just how demanding this is. Prerequisites that you can do on the rings, if ring support, if that's the best you can do, ring support is too difficult for you. You need to scale it back. What I would recommend is if you can't hit that position on rings, take it to bars. There's more stability with the bars. There's obviously less stability with the rings, so go to something more stable like bars. From there, you can use the rings, but just have your feet, like I would lower these and have my feet touching the ground so I could hit that support position with a little bit of assistance from the ground. And then if we want to turn this ring support, like where can we go with this? If this is an entry-level skill, what's next for us? With ring support, making it more difficult is going to lead to things like iron cross. So we're doing our support, but we're moving our hands further away from our body. We've got planche, we've got Maltese. These are positions where we are in our support. Instead of going out, we're leaning forward. And it's all pretty much about just putting more and more effort, more pressure into the elbow pit, working that biceps tendon, working the biceps in an isometric style, and it does put emphasis on the shoulders and chest as well. So yet again, this video was triggered by the video of Juji not performing it correctly. All I wanted to do was exercise my responsibility of the type of training that I show and promote, gymnastics strength training, functional training, and point out an error that I saw so that 100,000 people aren't doing support without that full range of motion, without the lockout, and limiting their gains and limiting what they're fully capable of.